Nigga don't want war, it ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece, all they hoes wanna take my piece. All they niggas wanna take my piece, no, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a hoe study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walking around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall for them and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Shoulda took the time, get a damn no. But I see the starter and I show her. She could never get a priest hoeing. You a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with that fake ass jewelry. In Tennessee while I'm touring. It's a Tennessee, but she luring. Yeah, that sucker duck bitch ass boy fuck nigga over that bit muggin'. I say, if that nigga on wall, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy, you be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. UPK, shoot solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing. Like, bitch, I ain't the one. Walk fight every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't nothing to me. Bass up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR-223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, that clip run like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in the temple. We debating by the temple. Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. And you squirm off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why does nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road. Boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. UPK play for keys, nigga. Command general get a damn order, but ain't nothing to me to damn kill you. I stuck in his ass like a cat. All weapons, boys full of tech. Boy, like a close comeback. Nigga got popped off for a neck. If that nigga on wall, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy, you be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. UPK, shoot solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing. Like, bitch, I ain't the one. Walk fight every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch.
Christ said 7 women gonna be one nigga in the end time. Nigga, fuck wrong with you, boy. Stressed by that damn hoe ass bitch. Fake ass nigga too. Dumb ass motherfucker. Fuck you.
Move beyond the marketplace and get more control when you sell with Shopify. Craft your brand with customizable themes and own your customer relationships with built-in marketing tools. Start your free trial with Shopify today.
Recordings just got better. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that local recordings are now available on StreamYard. Have you ever done a recording where you're
You ain't too, you crazy for this.
Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. Won't beat with fear. Taking over, nigga. Yeah. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. They be dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. And don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm repped out, tell them watch your mouth. For you know we gon' bend your block. I'ma walk in time bomb. I go viral. You niggas like TikTok, yeah. This ain't what you want. Tell them throw in the towel. We make niggas hit the clock. And with our toe fire, rain brimstone. They gon' think that you live with lies. We ain't got no picks. We want it all. We gon' make you pick a spot. We knocking on the door, so let us in. Or you know we gon' pick the locks. We in the field for real. Every day while y'all just say watch. We making enemies our foot stores. Run no nothing by the op. It take one try when I rock out. I'm like David when I sling shots. I'm putting attachments on everything. Y'all want me to connect the dot. This drum got 50 unreleased hits. You don't wanna be the next to drop. I put them in a box and make that shit double wood. You don't wanna be the next to flop. Yeah. Niggas feeling theyself. Get a shovel, tell them dig the pot. Can't fit you and your man's in it, just tell him get a bigger box. Cause I'll put you in one and knock you out one. Call him my nigga knock. I'll put your song on, cut it on mute, and then tell you that shit was hot.
That shit was hot.
Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. Won't beat with fear. Taking over, nigga. Yeah. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. They be dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. And don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. Big soldier, nigga. I come in the name of the boss. So my niggas that is one time already wait the coast. That point shoot business. Red Dead Redemption. Got them niggas scared to whistle. Is you with us or against us? Can't stop to the zone loud. I don't think you get the picture. It come from my head, I'm giving them lead. The preacher give him a scripture. Flow cold style vicious. Niggas sweeter than the missus. Got soldiers posted. I put them on your roof. Merry Christmas. Bring hither and slay him. Got the Glock out the book of Luke. Keep it stick like Dumbledore. Play dumb, I'ma let it loose. Call my gun harmony. Call my main bitch Betty Boop. He the truth, I'ma need the proof. Got stripes like beef juice. Hit his ass like a Louisville. Hit him low, then I hit him high. Bring him home to the umpire. Give him bars like Wi-Fi. Turn the booth to a bonfire. Little bitch, I'm a live wire. I ride like a car tire. Zone mine when I ride by. Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. Won't beef with me. Taking over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. They be dead on arrival. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. And I don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is.
I heard they coming for blood, I'ma be coming for more. Give me the floor, they better come with a mop. I'ma be making it pull, nigga I'm raw. Fly with the hammer like Thor, found on my ops in the morgue. Tell them I'm fools, I'ma be bombing these lanes. Understand how and war, I've been the lead. Time to get back in the street, time to get back on my feet. Had time to read, check out we came from the east. Wait till my dogs are released, heard they would flee. So we gon' wake him up, put him up in the sky. The Lord gon' take him up. I take on anybody, think he brave enough. I've been the same and I ain't never changing up. I'm in my zone, hit up my cellular phone. Tell me whatever he on, I take that scouter. He on them perks and that powder, homie ain't really that strong. I'm like a dawn. Better yet, Benny King, I keep a lion head on my pinky ring. I keep a shield, royalty, everything, G43, symphony, let it sing.
You ain't too, you crazy for us.
Therapy, for me, came at a time that was really pivotal. Becoming a new father, I needed more support. I have an extensive collection of regulatory tools up my sleeve. Meditation, breath work, yoga. I have put the time and attention into building out a framework that works for me, but it doesn't always work. So I signed up with BetterHelp. You fill out a questionnaire that outlines your objectives, your preferences, and the areas and styles of therapy that you would like to explore. You can communicate with your therapist via messages, phone calls, live video sessions, and even journal entries. And I'm really grateful to have matched right off the bat with a therapist who really saw me and has helped to illuminate some blind spots in providing me with the support and insight to apply that new awareness, and it has been transformative. There are no copy-paste formulas for healing. Therapy should be as unique as you are. It is a space just for you and what you need now. Sign up to BetterHelp today and see what's possible.
Midterms are starting next week, so with tough school times like this, it is important to set yourself up for success. Genuinely use Grammarly.
When Westworld. Let's get it. Gon' be sure, tell them make sure. If not, we gon' make war. Clips say it hold 20, but I think it could take more. Grab a stick, fire on your camp, we gon' make s'mores. I ain't satisfied with my spot, then I'ma take yours. No matter how many roadblocks in my way, I'ma break forward. This path I'm on is so damn narrow, I just stay forward. Put them on my plate, I'm never full, I just ate more. Put them on my plate, I'm never full, give me 8 more. Nigga, I don't sugarcoat shit, bitch, I'm straightforward. Don't give a fuck if they don't let me in, I just break doors. Ballin' so hard, they asking what team that I play for. Scammer who? They ain't stopped making guns when they made yours. Sick with it, feeling like I woke up with stage 4. They ain't want the beast loose, what they opened up the cage for. Endure the pain, been through hard times is what I'm made for. Paid my dues, never left a wage, I just rage war. So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world, got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Stood against all enemies. In high school, you was the man, that's lost memory shit. lost energy. Never lost my energy, never lose control, never losing, dog, I plan to keep. You lose your mind where I'm from, I ain't talking from what you see. I never lost soul, losing times, wasting steady pacing. You off track, I'm on that. You pray to God, hoping he can save you. But the power about war, and that's a different angle. This another lost cause, and I'm just adding to the list. They not seeing me for that reason, got a flash on the grip. Nigga, big priest, they gon' judge me by my increase. And I'ma keep stepping in these joys to the increase. Just got off the phone with Jacob, and he said it's time to shine. Certified, blue dot, put it on you, now you verified. One West world, bigger than World War III. Do not sleep, it's not cheap, and it's still top 3.
So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world, got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Came on boats and then chains, so when I get rich, I'ma grab a boat and 10 chains with 12 ribs from each tribe. And each rib gonna have at least 3 kids. Yeah, I'ma have the deep squad. Been rapping since knee high. Now a nigga shack size. Spit that holy fire, when you hear it, you get baptized. One West world, yeah, you niggas know the logo. And I'ma bust it down so the haters see the glow glow. Let's have a feast, let's shine on our enemies. Right in they face, let's blind all our enemies. Cause now we half, but we come from half knots. Throw that cash on the ground, my nigga, let's cast lots. I started from the bottom, birthed out of mud, raised by gangsters, turned out a thug, I ain't give a fuck. Burned out I was, from hitting licks in and out and selling nicks in the drought.
So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world, got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Shalom Israel. This is the ISUPK. Oh, slide. Let me fix this real fast. Alright, we smooth. Shalom Israel. This is the ISUPK law class for Northeast Ohio and Pittsburgh, man. I'm Officer Yashba'am, and you know what I'm saying? We've been teaching this truth since 1969 under Commanding General, man. That is very heavy to say, man. We every class we start and we give that, you know what I'm saying, that analysis of our establishment date and the fact that we aren't affiliated with no other organization on the earth, man, because we have to do that. You understand? This is all type of congregations and entities trying to destroy the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian community. They're trying to destroy you through lack of knowledge. That's a scripture right there, man. That is one of the easiest ways to destroy a man. You destroy a man so bad to the point he doesn't even know that he's destroyed. That is when you know that is a lost people. That is a people without, you know what I'm saying, power. And that's what we do in the ISUPK. That's what we've been doing in the ISUPK since 1969. We've been giving Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians their culture back according to the Bible, man. Because that's your true culture. That's your true calling card is the Bible, man. Not pop culture, not King Von and the gun violence and the gangs and the Bloods and the Crips. Or what color you rep? What set you rep, nigga? That's not your culture, bro. I'm here to tell you that's not your culture. You don't have the culture of being a mobster, because that's all your oppressor tries to make you out to be. The oppressor is the goddamn devil that the Bible speaks of, and you know and understand that based on what's happening today in 2024. In 2024, it is possible. It is not just possible. It is probable for a woman to get online and shake her ass on the internet and nothing happened. She's monetized for doing that. She's monetized for doing that. And yet when a black man tries to prophesy to his people, to wake up his people and teach the truth according to the Bible, we get restricted. I woke up today from a nap at about 4 p.m. and I checked on our page, on our YouTube Cleveland page, and lo and behold, guess what? We got another community strike. This is the second strike within a month, I believe. And all we've been doing is posting the truth. We ain't out here lying or trying to sell you some course that doesn't work. It's so many quote unquote influencers online that are real life scammers, man. They trying to sell you some fake ass course that don't even work, telling you could be a millionaire overnight. We not trying to sell you no course, man. If you notice, if you've been watching us for a while, man, you can watch our videos and see that we don't ask for no money, man. we don't ask and beg and plead for your money. I believe that was Creflo Dollar. Creflo Dollar said he needed money to go buy a private jet, man. We not in these classes begging and pleading for your money, because we understand our audience, man. We understand as a nation we are oppressed people, man, because guess what? You're still a slave. Why you think you gotta serve up under your boss? You treat your boss better than you do your own goddamn mother. You call and check up on your boss. You know what I'm saying? Make sure on your off days that they don't need you. You make sure that their business is running sufficient. You know what I'm saying? You call your boss more than you do your own goddamn mother. And you trying to tell me that you not a slave, man. Get out of here, bro. Are you kidding me? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are still under captivity, man. And you can see it. You can see it. Your oppressor's not trying to hide it at all. And he's also not trying to hide the fact that he's trying to hide the truth from you, black man. He does not want you to know your true nationality, your true culture, your true heritage. It's Black History Month, and guess what? Black history is being televised all throughout the earth. You search your Black History Month on YouTube, and all you gonna see is MLK. You gonna see MLK and a white man. That's sad, man. You search your Black History Month. I just did this about a couple hours ago, man. Search your Black History Month, and you're gonna see videos with MLK and Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln is a white man. A white man that in all actuality, if he would have got away with, he would not have freed the slaves. Let me tell you something, man. He did not. The freeing of the slaves from Abraham Lincoln was not something that he was happy to do, man. He did not free the slaves with the mindset of, oh yeah, let me help out these black people, man. These black people been slaves for far too long, man. It's time for us to it's time for us to start that journey into reversing our wrongdoings. No, nigga. That is not why Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves, man. Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves so it wouldn't be no war between the North and the South. That's the true Black history. That's some of the true Black history that they don't want you to know. But it's all pushed in your face. They push Abraham Lincoln and make you serve and worship him as if he's something to be served, like as if he's some significant figure. They push down your throat, pause MLK like he's some significant figure. For crying out loud, MLK has a goddamn rod statue. Any nigga with a statue of a rod, you should not be worshiping him the way you do. And yet, and still in America, they make you worship MLK like he's a god. When you have a God, black man, You have a God. And guess what? He's your God. Your is a possessive pronoun. You learn this in 5th grade. Your is a possessive pronoun, meaning what? That belongs to you. God, that is your God, man. Christ, he is of your descendants. So you over here worshiping, like I said, MLK, who, for let's digress for a moment, man. MLK, much like Abraham Lincoln, had ulterior motives in his quote unquote liberation of the black and the white races, man. Those are ulterior motives, man. You see, MLK had an infatuation with the oppressor's women. You understand? So again, all those I have a dream speeches and all that was because of his infatuation with white women, man. And this is common knowledge that anybody with a cell phone can look up, man. You have an entire library on your phone, and yet all you use it for is for pornographic novels at light speed. That's all. That's all you use your phone for is to go and search up a porn cinema in a matter of moments. I got news for you, man. There is all type of information that is out there that they will not plaster in your face, man. They plaster things that do not matter in your face. If you go on your timeline and see something, 9 times out of 10, it's not important. All right, because all the important things that you need on this earth, all the important knowledge that they don't want you to know, guess what? You're going to have to go searching for it. It's not going to be plastered in your face like everything else. If you want to know about Sexy Red new album, all you got to do is go on Instagram. You don't even have to search for Sexy Red. All you have to do is open up Instagram, and lo and behold, you'll know, oh, guess what? Sexy Red just dropped the album. If you want to know the true descendants of your ancestors, if you want to know the true history of you, you have to look for that, man, because they don't want you to know that. That's why we are here. That's why we've been teaching this truth since 1969, man. Commanding General Hunter, he stood his ground, man. He kept this truth. And that is a heavy thing, man, because a lot of these fake Israelites, they took that bag from your oppressor. That's why when you go into their organizations, you see all type of things that do not coincide with the Bible. And all these things that I'm saying right now is cause and effect. Because they took the bag from your oppressor, there are things that they say that don't coincide with the Bible. And because, you know what I'm saying, they are the way they are, that is why we say we are not affiliated with no other Israelite groups on the planet, man, because every time we get a new brother or sister that comes up into the school, man, they say, well, I've seen you guys, you know what I'm saying, but the other group, man, look, man, don't bring up what the other groups are doing, man. We don't want to hear it, man, because it does not coincide with the Bible, man. Their entire existence doesn't coincide with what the Bible says, man. The Bible says one body, not Bishop General, not 16 other camps, you know what I'm saying, that's all preaching different things that are all sins. They're splitting up the congregation. They're splitting up the congregation of Israel just to teach them the sin. Are you kidding me, man? That's why it says one body. We gonna get into the topic of the class, man. Today, what's the date today? Today is February 21st, man. If you are a new subscriber, if you are a new viewer, you are going to understand true Black history today, man. And guess what? We reading this out the Bible, man. true black history is not MLK, Abraham Lincoln, bro. I'm here to tell you that, man. I'm here to tell you what your history teacher does not have the courage or the balls to say to you, man. Christ was a black man. The Most High was a black man. You understand? All the figures in the Bible, from Solomon to David, Daniel, all of these brothers are what I just said. All of these are brothers, man. You understand? You're not gonna find no man of pigmentation or a man that lacks some melanin in the Bible, man. You're not gonna find that. And what that goes to show you is that the Christian church is not the true, you know what I'm saying, word of the Most High. Because how do you have an entire population of people praying to a man that is not in the Bible? You got a man by the name of Caesar Borgia playing the role as Christ in the Christian church. And once we read this scripture, man, you'll understand how that doesn't line up, how that doesn't coincide. So this right here is the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. Now this right here, you know what I'm saying, is a vision from Daniel. And right here, you know what I'm saying, this is about to give you a description of the Most High. Because it says the Ancient of Days. That's how you know this is talking about the Most High, man. Ancient. Let's look up that word, because we don't make up anything up here. We're going to look up the definition of ancient. This is out of Oxford Languages. It means belonging to the very distant past and no longer in existence. So something that was before time, before the calendar, before months, days of the week, all that, man. Something that existed long before, you know what I'm saying, us, the Ancient of Days. This is talking about the Most High. And let's keep going. And it says, and the Ancient of Days did sit. Now hold up, man. We gotta stop right here, because this is a heavy point. It says, and the Ancient of Days did sit. Now you see, we stopping right here because there are Christians that will tell you, Christians that go and follow the belief system of that the Most High loves everybody. Christ died to save everybody. Christians of that thought process, their backing point to that is by saying that Christ and the Most High, they don't have a color. They didn't have a body, rather, I should say. So how can they be of one color if they didn't have a body? Well, that completely debunks that thought process right here, man, because it says the Ancient of Days did sit. How in the hell is a floating entity sitting? Nothing on this earth, there's nothing that can sit if, you know what I'm saying, it's not of a solid form, if it doesn't have a body. That's just like the three types of matter, the 3 stages, I believe it's called the 3 states of matter. A gas, listen, bro, a gas cannot sit in a chair. A liquid cannot sit in a chair. The only thing that can sit in a chair is something that has a body. You understand? An ice cube can sit in a chair. You understand? A cup can sit in a chair. A human can sit in a chair. And you have to have a body for you to be able to sit. And that's what this right here is a clear cut to that thought process. And it goes even further than that. It says, the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garments, again, so he's sitting with a piece of clothing on. You understand? He has a garment on. A garment is what we wear, you know what I'm saying, at the Passover. Goofy niggas online like to say we ninjas, we samurais when they see us online. One thing they never say though is that we are of feminine apparel, man. That's one thing that you will never be able to say about us, man. You understand? Ain't nothing feminine about our culture, man. We have a warrior spirit on us. And guess what? That warrior spirit comes from the Most High. This is biblical. Everything we do up in the ISUPK comes from the Bible, man. So guess what? You over here making fun of garments. The Most High wore a garment. He's wearing a garment in this scripture. It says, the Ancient of Days did sit whose garment was white as snow. He had a white garment on. Let's keep going. And the hair of his head like the pure wool, man. Come on, dog. Are you kidding me? Brothers in the world like to say, yeah, he was of olive color. What East Indian do you know with woolly hair? I've never seen an East Indian with woolly hair. There's only one nation of people that have woolly hair, man. And this is black people. So this is telling you, you know what I'm saying, what body of people the Most High resides in. Let's keep going. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. All right, now we're going to go. This is still the book of Daniel, but now we're going in the 10th chapter, and we're going to read verse 5. Then I lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of a pass. His body also was like the beryl, and his face as the appearance of lightning, and his eyes as lamps of fire, and his arms and his feet like color to polished brass. Now, this is another vision from Daniel. It's like we're going to start from the top. Then I lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen. Now this, first we got a depiction of the Most High. Now right here, we are reading a depiction of Christ. So let's keep going. A certain man clothed in linen. Now, first of all, there is a certain body of people that believe that Christ never, you know what I'm saying, walked the earth. He never had a body. Much like the people that believe that the Most High didn't have a body. This right here, this line right here debunks that lie as well. Because it said clothed in linen. A certain man clothed in linen. Again, he had clothes on. If he was just a floating spirit on the earth, he was just floating around talking to people. Because let's just try and make sense of that, man. Actually, I'll take that back. We're not going to try and make sense of that. Because if we tried to make sense out of everything the Christian pastor told you, or the Christian church told you and taught you, we'd be here all goddamn day, man. You see, that's the problem with the Christian church. The Christian church teaches and reads the Bible as if this is some fairy tale folklore type of book, man. This Bible has real historic events. That's why there's a map in the Bible. All the places, you know what I'm saying, that it talks about inside this book, you can find it. That's why in the city of Sodom and Gomorrah, you can look up archaeology. Archaeologists will tell you that was a real event, man. These things that happen in the Bible are not some fairy tale coming from Disney Channel, man. These are real life events. Christ had a body, man. He was not just some ghost performing miracles, man. He was a man that was birthed just like you and I, man. Just like how you came out your mama's woo-wop. That's how Christ came out, man. Now let's keep going. We about to get a description of what tribe and what nationality that Christ came from, though, because that's what's really heavy, man. Because the oppressor has you looking up to MLK, which was a goddamn, you know what I'm saying, rapist. MLK was a rapist. He was a horny rapist, man. MLK has a statue of a rod, man. That tells you something. That tells you that the men in power knew what type of lifestyle that he was living. And he still had MLK plastered in your face like he was a good man, like he was a good citizen, like he did something to help Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people. MLK did not do anything for us, man. If anything, MLK set us back. And he said that. That was some of his final words before he got killed. He said he believed he led his people into a burning house. He said that out his own damn mouth. And yet and still, your history teacher got him plastered all in your face like he was just the best thing on earth. Like he was just the greatest role model for Black people. This right here we'll be reading about. This is the greatest role model for Black people, Christ. Because guess what? Christ was Black, man. Christ was a Black man just like you. He was born just like you. He could have came rolling in with the finest jewels, living in the finest apartments. But no, he lived in the trenches just like us, just to prove to us that if he lived the same way we lived, a depressing, you know what I'm saying, oppressed type of lifestyle, and was still perfect, you can do it too, nigga. That was the whole purpose of Christ coming on the earth. To be a role model for us. And who do you have as a role model? Tupac. That's your goddamn role model. Tupac and MLK. That's who you got on your wall. That's who you look up to every night. You go to bed and you look up at Tupac. That nigga is watching you sleep. Ugh, man. Come on, dog. This right here is the greatest role model for Black people. And let's keep going. His body also was like the burrow, and his face as the appearance of lightning, man. That's heavy. We gonna dissect this right here line by line, because guess what? That's how the Bible was made to be read, man. It was made to be read line by line and precept upon precept, meaning what? You're supposed to be able to provide precepts to back up what you're saying. That's how you separate a real priest from a man of the descendants of a Christian pastor, man. That's how you separate one from another. A Christian pastor gonna pull a precept out of context and then go right back in it begging for money. That's how you do you. Us in the ISUPK, we go precept upon precept, line upon line, man. We go to the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 9, and then guess what? We go in the book of Daniel, chapter 10, and verse 5, and they both are proving the same point, that Christ, the Most High, and all the prophets are Black. This is real Black history right here that your oppressor does not want to provide for you, man. He does not want you to know this. Why do you think every time a celebrity of a certain status says these type of things, they have to apologize immediately after. They get their network deal stripped immediately after. Kanye West had his Adidas deal wiped away. And Adidas knows for a fact that if it wasn't for Kanye, nobody would be shopping with them, man. What the hell is Adidas without Kanye West, man? Kanye West, realistically speaking, could leave Adidas right now and launch Yeezy, you know what I'm saying, as a brand by itself, and people would shop with Yeezy. Adidas would go out of business. And they risked that. They risked all of that. All because Kanye said something relating to the Jews, relating to the truth, man. That if that right there doesn't prove that your oppressor doesn't want you to know the truth, then I don't know what will, man. Adidas is a $1 billion business off the back of Kanye West, man. I'm a little on the younger side, so I can tell you from a young nigga perspective, man. I have never bought a pair of Adidas. The few little Adidas pieces in my closet were gifts or hand-me-downs. I have never went out and saw a piece of Adidas clothing. What the hell? What are we talking about here, man? Every Adidas piece that I do look at, however, online, guess what? It has something to do with Kanye West, man. It was something Yeezy related, and they risked all of that. They risked all of that. That tells you right there, you know what I'm saying, what's real and what ain't, man. Nick Cannon, when he spoke out and said something, guess what? MTV replaced Nick Cannon so quick. And guess what? The same situation with Kanye West and Adidas, I could say the same thing for Nick Cannon and Wildin' Out, man. Nick Cannon put Wildin' Out on his goddamn back, man. I would not know what a Wildin' Out without Nick Cannon how it would even operate without Nick Cannon. And they risked all of that. Realistically speaking, what other shows is on MTV that's popping at this point besides Wildin' Out? This is a genuine question. I'm not saying this just to prove my point. This is a genuine question. Because the only time I go on MTV is to watch Wildin' Out. And they risked all of that. If that don't tell you the truth, man, if that don't prove to you, you know what I'm saying, that your oppressor don't want you to know the truth, and he will risk his entire business going out of losing profit. I don't know whatever I was trying to say, man. Losing profit. You will risk that just in the hopes of you never finding out the truth. His body also was like the burrow, and his face as the appearance of lightning, and his eyes as lamps of fire. And his before we even go any further, man, it's just heavy to hear how Christ is in the Bible compared to how he's plastered in the Christian church, man. The Christian church makes Christ look like the most homosexual man you could ever depict, man. He always in some nightgown, you know what I'm saying, laying down. That's always he's always depicted as some skinny hippie in a nightgown. And that depiction so far is not at all what's being portrayed in the Bible, man. It says his body also was like the burrow. First of all, Christ was not no little nigga, man. Christ was a big bodied man. He had a big body, man. And his face as the appearance of lightning, and his eyes as lamps of fire. That hippie that you see in the Christian church, man, that's a happy-go-lucky hippie. That's why I'm calling him a hippie, man, because every time you see a hippie, he extra smiley. You know what I'm saying? He all cheesing. He just happy to be here. That's not Christ, man. Christ was a damn, what's that word I'm looking for? He was I believe is austere. He was not some happy-go-lucky type of brother, man. He was an austere, stay to himself type brother. And let's keep going. And his arms and his feet like in color to polished brass. Damn. It says his arm and his feet like in color to polished brass, man. You know what brass looks like? Let me see if I got it. I don't have a penny next to me, but just think of a penny. Think of the color of a penny. And it says polished brass. So that brass color, that's the color of the penny. Now the polished part, that means it's a shiny penny. You understand? Christ was a shiny brown type of depiction, man. And it don't get more clear cut than what we just read right there, man. It says he was polished brass. It don't say that he was it don't say that he lacked melanin. It don't say that he had pigment in his skin. It don't say that he was a redneck, because that's literally what the oppressor refers to himself as. He refers to himself as a redneck. Christ ain't had that. Christ ain't had no redneck, bruh. You just heard what type of neck Christ had. Christ had a polished brass neck. I mean, that nigga neck was brown as hell. Super brown. Shiny brown. You know how brown your skin get when you put some Vaseline on? You get out the shower, you put some Vaseline on. That's what type of brown Christ was, man. A clear opposite of what your oppressor tells you he is. A clear opposite. And there's no confusion. The Most High says he is not the author of confusion. So guess where all that confusion comes from? Ding, 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 your Christian church. Your Christian church is the one that lied to you and told you that Christ was a white man. Your Christian church is the one that told you that God was white. Your Christian church is the one that told you that God didn't have a body. No, we just got a depiction of his body. We just got full imagery of what Christ and what the Most High looks like, man. We just got full imagery of it right there. And Christians will still try and say we don't know what Christ looks like. We don't know what God looks like, man. They taught you imagery in 6th grade. I'm not that old, man. I remember exactly, you know what I'm saying, what grade it was, how old you was when you learned it. You understand what imagery is, man. You should be able to understand. You're a priest, right? You're supposed to be a preacher, right? You're supposed to be a man of the people, right? You should understand what imagery is. We just got full-blown imagery in the Bible. Because if you can't take those words, you know what I'm saying, from the Bible and pull up an image in your mind, those right there are clear-cut. This is a clear-cut understanding. Again, the Most High says he is not the author of confusion. So guess where that confusion comes from? Your oppressor, man. Your oppressor is the one that has the Renaissance eras of the world. Your oppressor is the one that goes out and rewrites history on the earth, man. It's your oppressor. Ain't the Most High. Ain't Christ. Let me see what else we got. All right, now this right here is the book of Revelation, chapter 1. We're going to start at verse 13. And in the midst and in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot. Now, hold up, man. We gotta slow down, Salaki. We gotta break this down line by line so we understand what's going on here, man. It says, in the midst of the seven candlesticks. The seven candlesticks was the seven churches that Christ was teaching out of. You understand? It says, one like unto the Son of Man. So again, the Son of Man. This is talking about Christ again. You know that because it says Son of Man. And it also, this also right here, what it does is it debunks that Holy Trinity nonsense. All right. So it's two things to take from this scripture. And we're going to read this again. In the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man. First of all, man, Christ and the Most High is not the same thing. The Holy Trinity will try and fool you with all the big words and the screaming and hollering, all of that goofy garbage. It will try and confuse you and fool you into believing that Christ and the Most High is the same thing. Christ, the Most High, and the Holy Spirit, they are all the same thing. They're all on the same level. I got something to tell you, man. There are levels to life, man. There is a ranking system in life, man. And he goes, the Most High, Yahweh, Christ, you know what I'm saying? His Son, Yahweh Shai. Men, women, children. That's the ranking system on the earth, man. You understand? There can be no functioning anything without ranking some sort of ranking system, man. Your oppressor again likes to confuse people. He likes to create chaos. But there is no confusion with the Bible, man. Let's keep going. It says, in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment. Again, Christ had a garment on, man. So he wasn't some floating spirit, man. A Christian church that really have you thinking Christ was just floating around performing miracles. This is not what was going on, man. Christ was not just floating around performing miracles like a genie. That's how you treat Christ. And it's heavy that they think that about Christ, because that's exactly how they treat him, man. They think Christ was a floating genie. So how do they treat Christ? Like a floating genie, man. They only call on him when they're in trouble. When they get in a car accident, it's I'm sorry, I'll do better. When they about to get foreclosed on their house, it's I'm sorry, I'll do better. Let me pray. It's always let me pray when we do something. Not let me pray before it gets to that point. Not let me repent before it gets to that point. Not let me come into the truth. You know what I'm saying? Before God takes all this away. No, it's after you receive the. It's not how it works, man. It's just that's how niggas in prison do as well, man. They commit all the crimes, and then once they inside the pen, they done committed all the crimes already. Now they want to change their life. Let's keep going. Let me see. Where's we at? Clothed with the garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with the golden girdle. So again, man, Christ was wearing the garment, the same garments that we wear in the ISUPK under Commander Juniana, man. Everything that we do is biblical. And I know it's kind of hard at first for you to really understand that, because you just have so many liars, manipulators, things of that nature. But understand this, man. Everything that we do up in here is in the Bible. And there's brothers in here that secretly only come in here just to try and catch us in sin. I got news for you, bro. Everything we do comes out the Bible. So if you just looking for us to mess up, man, you gonna hold yourself. So just save the time, man. Either you gonna join us, you gonna join the army of the Lord, or you're not. But don't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out, man. Don't half step this shit, man. Cause you gonna hold yourself. Let's keep going. Clothed with the garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with the golden girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool. Again, we reading the same thing we just read in Daniel, the 7th chapter, man. Woolly hair. There's no other nation of people on this earth that has woolly hair besides black people. All right? You're not going to see an East Indian with woolly hair. You're not going to see a white man with woolly hair, man. You know what type of hair white people have. First of all, it's not clean hair because they don't wash it. Unless they spill something in. Only time they wash their hair is if you know they didn't wash it. Like if you could see with your eyes, my man, you got something in your hair. That's when they're gonna wash their hair. But otherwise, nigga, it's a wrap. Christ had woolly hair, man. And it's like his head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire, man. And his feet like unto fine brass. Again, man. We reading the same thing we just read in Daniel 10 and 5 with the fine brass. Actually, no, the 10 and 5 said polished brass. This goes into more detail. It says fine brass right here. And we gonna look up that word fine just so we could get of high quality. So yes, this is saying the same thing it said in 10 and 5, man. Basically what this is saying is that Christ took care of his skin, man. Christ had a skincare routine, man. You understand? Christ wasn't some rough skin having Negro. And this honestly is heavy because this right here proves that he wasn't African either. Because guess what? Them Africans, man, they had the most driest, nasty, rough skin imaginable, man. And their hair is always dry. Their hair always looks dry and brittle. You can tell, 9 times out of 10, you could tell an African from an Israelite. An Israelite, they take care of their skin. They take care of their hair. Their hair all either is in fresh braids, or if they got their afro out, it's upkept to some degree at least. Because lately we've been taking after these East Indians, so we starting to let our hair lock up, which is just so disgusting, man. You gotta understand, man. Your hair is locking up with dandruff and dead hair. And the same niggas that do that, they brag about how long their hair is. Yeah, man, I bet if I never cut the dead hair, that was just bound to happen, because you gotta understand, you lose cells in your body. Actually, let's look this up real quick. This is a sidebar. How many? Oh shit, I got an echo. I forgot. Echo. Is that motherfucker listening? Alright, I ain't got time for your games. I'm gonna just look it up. How many? Day. most people lose 50 to 100 hairs per day as part of this natural cycle, man. So you let the 100 dead pieces of hair stay in your hair when you have dreads, and then you brag about how long your hair is. You got to understand the idiotocracy. I don't even know if that's a word, but I just made it one. You got to understand the idiotocracy that is inside that thought process right there, man. Let me tell you something, man. Your hair, damn, I dropped my phone. Your hair growth that you're bragging about is fake. Cause not really hair growth. You just letting your dead hair follicles marinate with your new hair follicles. So yeah, that's dirty. But I said all that's really a sidebar, man. I said all that because I was making a point to say that it is very heavy, that it puts an emphasis on polished and fine, man. That right there is heavy because, again, Africans, you know what I'm saying, don't take care of their skin. Don't take care of their hair. Black people are known for being the most cleanliest nation on the earth. Black people are known, you know what I'm saying, for their skincare routines, their hair care routines, all of those things, man. So upkeep is a part of our culture. You understand? And Christ knew that, man. Christ had a skincare routine. That's why it says, and his feet like onto fine brass, man, polished brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. And he also had a deep voice. You understand? Nothing like your oppressor. I keep making that comparison because that's who they tried to fool you into believing was Christ. They tried to fool you into into thinking that Christ was a white man. When Christ is literally, for all intents and purposes, the complete opposite of the depiction that is depicted inside the Bible, man. It says woolly hair. Christ has flaky, spiky hair. It says polished brass. Caesar Borgia, like I said Christ the first time. Caesar Borgia has spiky, you know what I'm saying, straight hair. It says, you know what I'm saying, fine, polished brass. Caesar Borgia has a lack of melanin, red neck. You understand? There's just no cohesion with the two. You understand? And his feet like onto, it's like, let's keep going. All right, with that being said, we're going to close out right there. This is the Wednesday night law class for Northeast Ohio and Pittsburgh. If you in Northeast Ohio or in Pittsburgh, man, make sure you tap in with the ISUPK under Commanding General Hanna, man. Again, we are here to serve Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We got food drives. We got expungement programs because we know, you know what I'm saying, that this oppressor has his foot on our necks, man. He uses our necks as footstools. Meaning what? He rejoices at seeing our demise, man. And that's why we are here, to serve our people, man, to give back to our people, to help our people, to be that line of defense for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. So if you fall under that category, you know what I'm saying, hit us up. and get with your brothers and sisters. Shalom, Israel.